Back to our top story. A Torrance man accused of attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump appeared in federal court today to face 3 charges. Authorities say 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen traveled by Amtrak train from L.A. to Washington, D.C., armed with a number of weapons. Joining me right now is criminal defense attorney Lou Shapiro. We thank you for joining us this afternoon.
For sure, Laura. Always good to be with you.
Good to be with you. Now, his attorneys will likely try for some kind of diminished capacity, but given his manifesto and advanced college degrees, won't that be a tough sell?
Yeah, the argument could be made that because he's, highly intelligent, graduated from Caltech, which only 3% of applicants get into, that this could have been an insanity defense, a not guilty by reason of insanity. But then when you add in the manifesto, you start to see an individual who is making a calculated decision. This person does seem to appear to know the difference between right and wrong, because he says in the email to his family members, I'm going after specific individuals. I'm going after the administration. I'm not going after the security. I'm not going after guards. I'm not going after individuals that are not associated with the admin. So that shows us an individual who is able to process what he is doing, who's able to make decisions and make them intelligently. It's going to be therefore an uphill battle if he tries to make a defense for not guilty by reason of insanity.
It would certainly seem to show thought and planning.
Yeah, you have an individual who really put a lot of planning into this. Initially, he had to book the right train tickets to connect. He bought the weapons well in advance. He had contacted family members by the scheduled email, writing it all out, what he was going to do and why he was doing it. So it's not just something that maybe he had a psychotic episode in the moment and then acted out of that. This was something that was planned for an extended period of time, and that's going to go against a diminished capacity or insanity type defense.
Now, Lou, the suspect didn't enter a plea. What is the significance of that?
So it's common in the beginning to not enter a plea. Even though obviously it's going to be a not guilty plea in the near future. Very rarely does a defendant automatically enter a guilty plea. But there is going to be a period of time where his appointed attorney is going to try to understand what his mindset was, what he was thinking. Is he currently in the right mindset to even enter a plea of not guilty? That all needs to be explored even before entering any kind of plea, because it could be a competency issue right now. This person at this moment may not even be competent to do anything in the proceedings and may need to be restored to competency. So that needs to be determined by the attorney.
We have just a little bit of time left, Lou, but we saw on Saturday where they were trying to get into the suspect's house, an older couple standing at the doorway, not allowing the FBI in. We assumed that they were demanding paperwork. What's the process for getting a warrant on a weekend?
It's very simple. Law enforcement goes to the judge. It can be done by email these days. They have to provide an affidavit, a sworn declaration, and why they need the information. If the judge feels there's probable cause to authorize it, the judge will grant them that permission and give them that paperwork to show to the family.
30 seconds or less. What's next?
There's going to be forensic experts brought in to determine what this person's intellectual state is. Do they have any disabilities? What their prior records show? And that's going to have to be worked out to determine what kind of person are we really dealing with. Was this person in their right state of mind, or is this person who needs a lot of treatment and had no idea what they were doing? That needs to be determined.
All right. Lou Shapiro, criminal defense attorney, we thank you much for your insight today.
You got it, Laura.
We'll be right back.